Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In this one I'm going to be looking at a repair job. My daughter was in the street the other day and she found this beat up guitar in pieces. Obviously someone had taken it and used it as a cricket bat or to beat someone up with and smashed the heck out of it. Most of the pieces were there, so I thought I'd put it together again, as I have done with other guitars as well, so that they can get back into use. Now, one thing I'd like to share with you is that in the process you need a lot of clamps, and I have those kinds of clamps, those kinds of clamps, little types of clamps, but you can never have enough clamps. So here's one that you can make, which is a Luthier's clamp or a cam clamp. It only takes about 5 minutes, and you can make as many as you like, absolutely for free. So let's get going. Now the way that they work is you've got this stick here with another stick on there, solid, and then this one here has got a groove that it slides onto here. Then here we have a little strip of wood for protection, and here a stick that is a cam. When you turn it, it lifts the stick and grips. So you stick something between there that you're wanting to hold like this, clamp it shut more or less, and then apply a bit of pressure with the cam. It's about the same pressure as holding it tight with your fingers, but on a guitar you need lots of finger pressure points. We can use it to hold things nice and flush and thin like that, or I could open up right up and use it to hold it down like that. So first thing I'm going to do is get some sticks that are lying around the workshop. One stick for the fixed L and one for the slider. Now the depth of that there, the longer that is, the more stable the clamp is going to be. You can use something, maybe the same stick, but it will stretch a little bit more. So the further you got in that, the better. Then I'm going to mark lines across there to make the grooves. I'm also going to mark the depth of that groove there as well. In the vise or a table hook, I'm going to cut that groove down to the line. Then with a chisel that out. And with the chisel also pare it back flat. You could use a router, hand router or a machine one. Then do the other one, and with the chisel, and pare it flat. So the stick goes in there, and then I'm going to drill a hole just to peg it and glue it. So a little blob of glue in there, that back on there. Then I'm going to take a little stick and sharpen it so that it's going to go down that hole for the peg. Sharpen it with the chisel and knock it in with the hammer. Cut that off. I'm going to allow enough length on that to go down into the guitar, and then just cut off a little bit further up here to allow a bit here. Similarly, I'm going to cut that across level with that. I'm going to take the other end of that one, cut off a little piece here to act as the cam. Now I want that to pivot in a groove there, so I'm going to have it here and make a mark to make another one of those here, but the full length. Also marking the depth roughly. Then I'm going to just level it off with the hand plane to be able to put a piece of plywood on top of that there to secure it down. So a little bit of glue. Place it on. Then once again, put a few pegs just to secure that while the glue dries. Now I'll just trim those off with the saw and clean them up, maybe with the plane, just to make it a little bit tidier. Now the cam, I'm going to slip it in here, allowing just a little bit for it to swing, and then nail a little nail in through there. So it will swing like that, and I'm going to round that into a rounded corner with a stick with some sandpaper on. The last thing to do is a protection strip, basically a very thin flexible piece of wood to go on here. Put a blob of glue up the top just to hold it, and while it dries I'm just going to use a staple from the stapler. And then trim it off here. So that's going to work like that. So there's the finished clamp. I could put another piece of ply on that side just to pretty it up and make it look nice, but that's basically it, functioning.